Good morning, family. It is later than I'm normally out here. I gotta feed my chickens and check their water. And before I do that, I'm gonna go get water. Typically, on Friday, we don't have homeschool. We spend that day doing some sort of activity. I mean, it could be big, little, just depends. And I have nothing planned today. What I wanted to do was work on the gardens, but since the tractor from the Thursday, today's Friday, the bolt was lost. We haven't got a replacement bolt yet, so I can't do gardening. Or not that kind, not as much as I want. I'll probably do a little bit, but not as much. Right now, I'm getting my wagon that I got for Christmas, I think maybe last year. And I'm gonna put water in the bucket and give some extra water to my chickens. I still have my chicken in prison, what I'm calling it. Yesterday morning, I went out to feed my chickens, and I let that chicken out just to see if it was still pecking real bad, and guess what? It pecked me, which, okay, let me tell you. Pecking me wasn't the problem. It pecked me since I've had it. And it don't, okay, I need to clarify that, because pecking my boot, my leg, my feet, whatever, don't bother me. All the chickens do that. It's the peck and tear. This is the only chicken that I have that pecks and tears. So it's done that to me and my daughter. We just use our foot and push it away. But it's doing it a whole bunch to like I said, my blind chicken. So I'm trying to get that calmed down. And if I can't get it calmed down and they continue to bully my chicken, because the last thing I want is to have to, put my blind chicken down just because they pecked it to death. But we'll see what happens. I'm filling my bucket with water. Very slowly, because it's very loud. My favorite part of the morning, by the way. My little chickens. You can't see that. Well, yeah, you can. They just stand there and wait on me. Good morning. Good morning. I'm gonna try to let out my prisoner chicken again. And yes, it has food. Well, it's knocked over its food, but it has food and water. And I throw it feed too, so it's not starving. And my chickens are not really eating their corn. I can't really figure that one out. Okay, let me go let out my... They're not really attacking their food either. And honestly, it's probably my fault. I don't let them out very often. There's my blind chicken. You gonna be nice again? You gonna be nice? Come on. Don't do it. Stop it. Go on. Stop. Stop. Look, it's like it got meaner. Not nicer. No. Don't eat. I just threw seed. No. Look, I'm telling you, this thing. Go eat. I just threw all that seed. You can't go eat. If I move, it goes nuts. If I'm in its vision. Let me see if it laid an egg in here yesterday. Yep. It laid a little egg yesterday. I'm gonna keep it shut. I have no other no other chickens. What you got? Other than being ugly? And I need to put little bands on them. I have 3 buffs. And there's only one that's aggressive. And I think it's this one. But there's only one. And the other 2, I think it's those 2, are completely fine. It's just that one's a little bit of aggressive chicken. It is chasing. You see that? It chased my blind chicken. It's a very aggressive chicken. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. There's my blind chicken. Good morning. Good morning. There's my Brahma. And yes, we have named them their names. Like their genetic name. Because I don't have the memory capacity. Now that one's fighting. Don't you peck at me. It just has to get in trouble. Oh well. Good morning. Good morning. See my blind chicken? Good morning. Good morning. Yes, you're my sweet chicken. Well, I got a couple sweet chickens, but it's even got a little bit of deformity. And look, this is my first year. Okay, I've had chickens for a year and a half. So I don't know nothing about chickens other than just the basics. But it's got, even the way it stands, and when you pick it up, you can really tell. So, let me get him some more water, and I'm probably going to have to put this dodo bird in the thing, because it's going to peck me again. Nope. Okay. I went inside, and I got my, I don't know what you call this thing. I'll show it one day. It's like a snake thing that you hook a camera to. Because I can't do the water with one hand and all that. I have a tripod, like I said, that my son gave me, but it don't have the mount right yet. So, and all my chickens went out. Get back. Back. And I can promise you're about to go into this little cage. Because you're being mean. Don't you peck at me. Come on. Go. Water. Alright. I don't think I'm going to give y'all any more food. I'm going to watch you today. I think it's you. Don't be ugly. We'll see. It's coming at me again. I'll put you in a little cage. Go. No, you ain't going out. Okay. So on today's cleanup agenda, I only have one thing that I know I need to do. And that's gonna be cleaning up after my chickens. So yesterday evening on the video, you notice I let them out. Well, the funny thing, and anybody who has chickens knows this, they love to dig through mulch and leaves. So in my front garden areas, which, okay, I have not spent a lot of money on those. I actually have barely spent any because that's just not the life I live. I want to try to do better with my flowers this year, but we'll see. But everything is in a mess. If they could just stay in the gardens, that'd be great, but they don't. It's okay. I'll kind of walk around and show all my fruit trees up on the hill, which I think I've got a fruit tree dying. up here. And I can't remember what kind of tree it is. I don't never remember. I think it's a plum, but don't count me on that. But I think it's not doing well. I'll give it a little bit more time because I know nothing about the cycles and all that, but I know my 2 apple trees are fine. My blueberry bush is blooming beautifully. Me and Jacob come out here yesterday and trimmed all the grass away from my small blueberry bush. Here is my, see all the pretty blue blooms? I mean, it's got a good many. I'll be getting me some blueberries if the birds don't. Here's my little one. Now, this little patch of grass around it was grown up pretty good, so we come out here and cut it. But see my mulch? That's what my chickens do. They scratch that dirt area and it just pushes all my mulch. Well, it's not the end of the world. I have a rake. I'll fix it. And I don't let them out all the time. This is the tree I think's dead because I don't see a single green bloom. These little nodules that typically I look at are brown. Hang on, ignore the trailer of metal. That was from when we took down the building and we haven't decided if we're gonna keep it or get rid of it. Yeah, there, oh, sorta. Typically, these should have like a green tip or look green. Yeah, it's pretty dry. These are not dry though. This one's fine. I don't know. Like I said, I'm gonna give it time. This is one of my apple trees. Don't remember what kind. Pretty blooms. They're so pretty. Let me see if I get right here. This is what the other tree should kind of look like. And I can't get it to focus in on this item here. How smart a phone can be. That sounded like a gunshot. See that green? You can even tell right here. See that? I can't get it to focus in. Oh, maybe. Oh, there it goes. See the green little nub? That's what it should look like on the other tree. And also, somebody's really shooting out there. So, but they did it again on this one. And yes, I know I should probably come in here and do some sort of pruning. But like I said, I don't know. I pruned them, I think the end, not the end of last year, but the year before. And I should probably come in here and cut. But I don't know what I'm doing. I would need someone to show me where to prune. Here's another one. It's doing fine. Happy and healthy. They're pretty tall. Here's my grapevine. Funny story. Yes, all my mulch. You can still see the mulch. Look, this has like a fabric down, and they still enjoyed it. I haven't seen any blooms on my grapevine, but like I said, I'm going to wait because it was completely fine last year, and I don't think I trimmed any on this. And I've got one over here that you can barely see, and then this one. But I'll give it some time, like I'm going to give the other one time. I'm not a hasty person. But I bought these grapes. So excited because I love fruit. I love fruit. And come out here last year, it probably had a bowl full of grapes on it. And ended up, I didn't read the tag, and they're seeded grapes. And I don't like seeded fruit. I mean, like not hard seed. So that. I made jelly. And it was white grape jelly, so it was good. Here's a cherry tree. It's blooming. It's small. And I have a second one somewhere right there. It's gone. I think it got murdered by the lawnmower. Probably on accident because it was a lot smaller. But there's like a little divot right here with some mulch. And I think that's where it was. That's all I got up here for fruit. And my neighbor, very nice woman, she has a peach tree that we get peaches off of right there. So I'm gonna come out here later and move all my mulch back. And then I don't know what we're gonna get into today, but I will try to film whatever we get into. Don't really have much of a plan since the fuel hose broke yesterday. Just got to get a new one of those because this is the first time it's been cranked since last year. And the bolt on the back of the tractor, we think it was in the basket on the back of the tractor. There's a little basket and it must have just bounced out or something. I'm not sure exactly. But I think that's all for right now. I'll pick y'all up when we do our next task. All right, good morning, family.
Yeah, good
Even though it's already 11 o'clock. This is the part that
we are going to be going in Lowe's to look for.
Yesterday, when we were going to till with the tractor, couldn't because another pin just like this is gone. Andy went, as I said in the video yesterday, to Lowe's to get it, and they didn't have it. So we are going to the local Tractor Supply to get it. Hopefully they have it. If not, I don't know. I don't know. Because that's how we need to till. He's checked all his redneck supply around here, and he can't find one that's that length and that size, that width. So that's where we're heading. We haven't been able to do much outside. I spent the morning editing videos to try to get our first video on. Hopefully it'll be on the next little bit. And I put one up of me and Jacob walking in the woods because it was way too long to add to the other video. Sit down and buckle up. You're not being polite. So that's what me and Jacob are about to do. My other kids, Andy's at work. Gabriel, he's at my mom and dad. So is my daughter. I think Gabriel went somewhere though with my dad. That's all. I'll pick back up whenever we have something else going on. I don't film inside stores because I don't want to get in trouble. So when we get back outside and get to doing, we have a church service tonight, so we probably won't have many videos on today or things going on today. I might just add it to another video. Hope y'all have a good day, and we might see you later. All right, family. Andy got the pin put in his tractor, so guess what he's doing? which has a wagon in the way, I do believe. behind the scenes trying to get up some of the grass out of this garden. And I broke that up again. We'll pick these final green chunks out after I let them die a little bit. Looking good, looking beautiful. I don't know if in the camera if you can see the dark spot in the center of that garden, but that was in another video where I talked about it's where we had burned some wood to just put some of the minerals back into the ground. Probably won't have another video for this evening. Sorry for the sweat, been raking. Like I said, probably won't have another video this evening. Hope y'all have a good evening. We have church tonight. So y'all have a blessed evening, and remember, Jesus loves you.